All right, so today we are here for you, my Libras, to give you whatever message comes through. I'm not going to put a title to it because I believe that if you're here, it's because it's for you. If you're not, then it's not. Listen to the whole message because since this is a collective message, maybe the entire thing isn't for you, but there might be tidbits of the information that might be helping you. All right, so let's find out what this is all about, my Libras. This is interesting. So we have a mule. Someone it is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And then what we have is these two cards that came together, which is the broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And that comes with a firecracker that says excitement. And this one reminds me of like the tower. Um, and then we have key, successful outcome to your problem. Legit, what I can tell you right off the jump, just because of those energies that are coming through, there's a person you've been trying very hard to get through to this person, change them, mold them, open their eyes to something, like do something. But they are like super, super stubborn and don't want to change. And you're going to have to come to the conclusion of the best thing for you to help you in this process and the situation with this person is just to walk away from them. And I feel like you're going to break a connection with them. I think it's going to be a shock to the system. The other person's not going to be expecting it. And it might be something where you're not expecting it either, because there is that like explosion. So there's a possibility where something happens where there is an explosion of emotions or whatever, where it breaks up this whole entire thing. And then we have this energy of this was actually the whole point of the whole thing. Kind of like the key sometimes is, I tell that to people all the time. Sometimes it's like you don't understand that sometimes the outcome is not you changing a person, it's realizing that you shouldn't try, that the person should want to change for themselves, and that you should move on. Let me find out a little bit more about this person. Okay, so two things came out. One is a fairy, and it's a gold fairy. Let me show that to you. So I only have 100 gold charms in there, and there's like 400 silver charms. So keep that in mind here. But gold charms have to do with your spiritual realm, with your spiritual essence, right? Then we have Taurus, which is the bullheaded person. I feel like the reason why this person is bullheaded, um, they're an elemental spirit. What can I say? That is a newer soul, if you want to call it that way. Um, even though we're all in the earth plane, not all of us come from the same realms or the same places. And there are some people that are from places that are um, still newer to the earth experience, so they have a tendency to be a little bit more immature, and that usually is the energy of elemental spirits. So these are earth elementals, wind elementals, water elementals, and fire elementals, right? And in this case, this person's spirit is still in elemental stages. So the reason they're bullheaded is because they don't see the consequences to their actions because they are newer to the earth plane. I don't understand why it is that we need to tell you that, but I guess this is important. Let me find out something about the archetype that they are in. What about the archetype, what they're in? Then we have the energy of the liberator and the pioneer. So I feel like this person has the energy, Libra, of wanting to be the savior. And the problem with wanting to be the savior is that you believe that you're right and you push your agenda instead of allowing people to kind of move forward in their energy. So just keep that in mind. Now, about this broken bridge, I want to see more about it. Look at that. This is crazy. So I tell people squids for me are a bad thing. Okay. The reason it's a bad thing is because there are different energies that you can remove out of a person when that are energetic attachments. And I swear some of them look exactly like this, a little squid. Okay. This one is in the physical. So keep that in mind. So this is a physical attachment that this person has. And then we have the energy of Pisces. And the energy of Pisces is this energy of the old world. And then we have a moon that came out sideways. So it's kind of something you see and don't see. Okay. So, and this is in the spiritual realm because it's a gold one. So it's kind of like you see and you don't see it. Um, this person, the reason this has to break, right? I don't know if everybody's been hearing about it, but we are kind of splitting dimensions, right? And there's like two different realities that are running at the same time. One that's going to like slowly end themselves, and then the other one that's going to keep thriving. And this feels like, because Pisces is the old world, Aquarius is the new world. That's the shift that we went into. We're moving from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. The person is very much attached and has a lot of attachments to the old world of being. And they're not going to change because they liked the old world. And that is the realization that you had to come up with, not so much of you fixing this person. And I feel like this is important for me to say because, see, this is exactly what I talk about to people when it comes to people are our catalysts or our mirrors or our teachers, things like that. In this case, this person has the air of being a liberator and in being a pioneer in the way they ignite the way forward for people, like being some kind of guru or something, and like a Jesus and the cross kind of energy. Well, the thing is that what you're going to realize, the thing that's going to snap you out of the situation, the shocking truth that you're going to realize is that the reason you've been so attached to this person is because this has been you trying to save people that shouldn't be saved, that should be left to do the life that they want to live. And so, and because the moon came out sideways, you kind of know, but you kind of don't know or don't want to see, right? And so, that's the shocking revelations that's going to come through with this person. Now, I want to see what the key is going to give you. Wow. The key is going to give you a love connection. We have the double hearts that's going to set you free. The flying bird. So what I'm seeing here is the energy of you're going to find soul family. You're going to find people that resonate with you. You're going to realize that, why was I wasting so much time with these same people that are the same way always, that I've been trying to change, that I've been trying to wake up, that I've been trying to enlighten? This is just dumb. And now I am just moving away from these people and allowing people to live and let live, right? And I'm going to do me. And I'm finding people that are more aligned to my energy now than before. I feel like, and I want to see your energy here. What's the whole point of this? And has the energy of the trickster. I feel like this whole experience for you is how you can get easily, you can easily fall into, oh, look at in the bottom of the deck is the angel. And then after that is the shapeshifter. And then after that is the slave. This is important, the reason why I'm bringing it up, okay? The reason I'm pulling those. I feel like there has been people, places, things, and energies that told you that you had to be a certain way so that you can be an enlightened, good person, that you can be in this new world that you want and whatever. And these are false angels. And I don't want to tell you how many people tell me that they had spiritual experiences and talked to angels and talked to higher elevation beings, and they were just shapeshifters that were creating you into a slave. And so this is kind of like this energy of realizing how this whole I want to say Jesus complex, because I know more about Catholic religion than anything else, but everything else, you guys take it as it resonates, of I'm going to put myself in the cross for another person, I'm going to save people and whatever. It's actually something egotistical, and it's a way for us to fall into a trap. And so it's actually one of um, the cardinal sins because it's talking about pridefulness. So because there's a part of you that believes that you're better than this person. And so that's what people don't realize. The more we want to change another person, the more we're saying that we know best, right? That we know best, which then is pride. And if we know best and then it's pride, that means that we're actually facing our inner demon and it's tricking us. And so the liberation that you're embodying here is a liberation of the energy of the world, the lie of the world, where we're supposed to save everybody else. Um, People are supposed to come to God their way and whatever God they believe is correct for them. So that being said, now that I probably triggered a whole mess of people, let's talk about what's happening here. I'm just going to take an overall message for this. See, we have the power, which is the strength card, number 8. And this literally is the power of your internal will. Is you confronting your inner animalistic tendencies, which are the 7 cardinal sins. And then we have wish fulfillment. This is the 9 of Cups. And deciding if you're going to push your will and your wishes and your desires onto another person. Base chakra, because this is part of the fundamental beliefs. This is so crazy how this is working out. This is one of the fundamental beliefs that you grew up knowing to be the truth. And because of that, you want to change people into what you believe is the truth. I'm sorry, I was looking if my angel number cards is here, but it's not. So whatever. Book, sorry. And see, this is a mental conflict. This is literally the energy of the 2 of Pentacles, where you are torn between this is right, this is not right, this is right, this is not right, right? And it's kind of dividing you. This goes back to that saying that says, if two minds agree on earth, it becomes law in heaven. And so this is talking about the duality of your mind, the angel and the demon within you, the part that is conscious and aware, and the part that can speak and is working with this egoic energy, and both of them coming into concise understanding as one. And what I'm seeing here is that this is the power of the wills, because again, you see the animalistic mind and then the human mind, right? Um your 7 cardinal sins, and then the part that's trying to talk to liberate you and get you higher. This is the fight between them two. And the fight comes with pushing your will upon another, wishing the best for a person, assuming that you know what their best is. Okay. And I know somebody will be like, well, how can you tell me that I don't know what their best is? This person is drinking themselves to death, or this person is doing this or doing that or whatever. Yes, but it's their life to live that way. And if they come to you seeking help, you can assist them, right? But you also can't do it for them because the lesson is theirs. Yeah, this feels like Jesus and the cross energy. Then we have the energy of the Empress with the Ace of Swords. Followed by the 4 of Cups. This is discontentment and boredom, with the 6 of Cups from people of the past. I have to just pull 2 more before I say anything. Oh, look at. Then we have your third eye. And we have the Universe, which is the World card, which is perfect. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that in you finally realizing this shocking revelation that you are actually, this person embodies like a part of you that you like are trying to heal from and get over and no longer be, then you liberate them. When you liberate them, you activate your divine feminine energy. This means you heal your inner child, and you're also healing the divine feminine energy of abundance, multiplication, creation. This ignites a passion for you for something else, something that is going to drive you in a new direction. This is Ace of Wands energy. So this can be sexual passion or activate, like action passion, right? Where your solar plexus is activating because of the fact that you've liberated this energy that was bound to this person, which was the wounding of your inner child or things that have to be with your mothering energy. Okay. Then it creates a situation where you're kind of bored of a situation and you're no longer accepting the messages, the crying, the all this kind of stuff, like I just can't, blah blah blah. People give themselves a million excuses, and I've explained this before, and I know it sounds kind of salty, but the reality is that once you really, really heal a wound, when a person comes to you with the same wound you used to carry before, like that of the victim or that of the I can't, the procrastinator, the I hate myself, blah, blah, blah energy. When somebody comes like that towards you, you kind of have that eye roll moment. Like, I ain't got time for that. That's my old version. And I'm not going to address that demon again because I'm over him. Right. And I know it sounds kind of cruel, but the reality is kind of this. That's the way I kind of see Jesus doing it too. Because, for example, there was a lot of times where Jesus drew out his, I don't know why we're talking about Jesus, but we're going to go there. There was a lot of times when Jesus threw out his mission, if you read the book, where he was just over it. Like, for example, he would tell people, hey, follow me. And then the people would be like, oh, I'm burying a person right now. And then he goes, let dead people bury their dead people. If you're alive, you follow me. Stop the freaking excuses. Everything that he did was always stop the freaking excuses. Just do it. You know, if you really want to walk, get your ass up from that bed and start walking. If you really want to see, then open your eyes. So, um, he wasn't having it because he knew that these were just demonic energies that were attached to the person that was telling them that they can't, and they're succumbing to them. So it's like he can differentiate between the people that he should help and the people he shouldn't help. And that's actually a virtue that you get. It's called prudence. And this is prudence because once you get to this, I'm over it. I'm over the story. I'm over being your savior. I'm over being this dumb things. I'm too worried about me doing me and living my best life than to worry about you and making your life better. And this is the Six of Cups memories one, because then it feels like then you release them, and because now your eyes are open to the situation, and that's when you end this cycle of being somebody's savior, sacrificing your days off, your happiness, your mind space, your dreams, your ambitions for somebody that just keeps crying about, oh, please help me. Well, who has to help who? You have to learn how to help yourself. I can throw you a life vest. I can throw you something to help you out. I can show you how I got to where I got to, but I'm not going to take you to the classes, drive you there, carry you, be your support every 2 seconds on the way, because that is a you thing. You need to choose to do that. And so I feel like somebody here is deciding to stop being everybody's sacrificial lamb. And that is effing amazing. So keep doing that, okay, my Libras? I hope this helps you.